Coronavirus. The coronavirus death rate continues to decline. I understand that everybody out there is sharing fear porn with you like crazy. And the idea is, oh my God, everybody's going to die. Look at the rates in Florida. Look at the rates at Arizona. Look at the rates at Texas. And what most people are overlooking is the people who are testing positive are mostly in their 20s and 30s. And if you are in your 20s and 30s right now, you are more likely to die driving to and from work than you are to die from the coronavirus. Let me repeat that. I believe the stat is if you are under 50 years old, you are more likely to die from a traffic accident driving to and from work than you are from the coronavirus. Doesn't mean you don't need to be smart, but make smart decisions. I don't know what the death rate's going to do, but I do know this. It's hardly gotten any attention at all, but the death rate has dropped by 90% from the coronavirus since the end of March. You would think that that would be the number one story in all of America, that the death rate from the coronavirus has dropped by 90%, okay, compared to April 21st. In 2 months, almost all of the coronavirus deaths have disappeared. And right now, when you actually break it down in the larger context, that should be the story. The death rate is not skyrocketing. In Florida, where I am right now, the death rate is not skyrocketing. Now, I don't know what exactly the future is going to hold. I wish I did. I wish I could predict exactly where we are going to go. But right now, where we have already gone is to a 90% decline of the death rate. Maybe we've already hit too low. Maybe we have already gone as low as we can without a vaccine. I'm not sure. The numbers could start to go up. They could stay steady. They could go down more. It's impossible to actually predict, but what you need to know is things are infinitely better now than they were in April, and things are getting better. There is not actually any evidence that people in their 20s and 30s are under danger from this. And so this idea, this fear porn that is spreading like crazy and everybody out there is worried about it, I think that deaths can still go down even if the number of cases is increasing. Now, this is also a big story that got almost no attention. The CDC came out and said 10 times as many people as have actually tested positive for this disease have had it, in the CDC's opinion, meaning over 25 million people have had the coronavirus. Do you know what the vast majority of people who have the coronavirus are dealing with? Nothing. The vast majority of people who have had the coronavirus in this country haven't even known they've had it, or they have experienced it as a small cold-like virus. This is not ending the way of American existence, all right? This is absolutely insane, okay? Look at the data. We are not in danger, by and large, of dying of the coronavirus. Yesterday, 300 people or some such died of the coronavirus. 7,200 people in America died of something else. The CDC's own numbers, which are probably conservative, say that 25 million people have already had it. That's almost 1 in every 10 people in the country. If the CDC be low, if you actually look at them, okay, if you actually look at the CDC data, then the CDC data would reflect, regardless of age, there's a 99.5% recovery rate. If you just keep this virus out of nursing homes, then 99.75% of all people in the country, if it's not 99.8% or 99.9%, because New York lied about nursing home deaths, if you actually look at the data, okay, then the data would reflect that there is almost a 0% chance of death. Again, the best way I can put it is if you're under the age of 50, you are more likely to die driving to work than you are from the coronavirus. All of these data points matter a tremendous amount. And it is incredibly important that real, actual facts are shared. And that's what I've tried to do with OutKick from the moment that we actually started. Okay? So that is the way that I would encourage you to follow as you break down the process. Be aggressive in the way that you look at the overall data. And if you get rolling, all right, actually look at the data and make sure that you make smart decisions for you and your family. I keep focusing on three things: the facts, the facts, the facts.